Hi, I'm Sarah, and today my team members Kaylee, Yuli, and Dylan are going to talk to you about our exciting new app, 11th Hour Events. We'll make sure stress isn't on the guest list. So, a quick agenda about what we're going to cover today. First, the industry landscape and how that led us to our concept, target consumers and our strategy, a mitigation of the risks, a product overview, and the finances associated with our app. So planning a party can be an incredibly stressful process, whether it be for 10 people or 100 people. You have to coordinate with a caterer, bartender, entertainment, and so on. And a lot of people don't have time in their daily lives to deal with this. They're very stressed, and this is just another thing on their plate that they might not even have time for. And there are party planning services that can help people with creating a great event, but it requires consumers to plan ahead. And sometimes that just doesn't happen. And these companies also don't necessarily relieve the stress from the client. And there's still a lot of communication, and it's just another person they have to talk to when they don't really have time. So we saw that there's a gap in the market for event planning that specializes in last minute events. So this gap has led us to the concept of 11th hour events. And it's an event planning service that really specializes in last minute gatherings. And we're going to work as the middleman to coordinate all of their needs. They tell us what they want, and we're going to do it and do it flawlessly, and they won't really have to be involved, which is great if you forget or you don't want to, you don't have time. It's great. And then, so what users will do is they'll go into our app and they'll create a free account, and they will take a survey about the details of their event. So this survey will ask them things about the type of event, if they need catering or a bartender, the number of guests, if they need party rentals such as chairs, glassware, silverware, or staff, because sometimes that just makes things a lot easier so you can enjoy your time with your guests and not be running around doing a million different things. And then if they need entertainment. And because we are a startup and we're still in a global pandemic, we think it's best to have our events with a maximum of 50 people because people aren't really having large gatherings. So we think this is the best target number of people to be successful. So then once they submit this survey, they will be directed to their package options, and there will be a luxury package, which is our top of the line everything. And this package comes with the option of more frequent communication if that's what our client desires. Second, we'll have the standard package, which is what we think most people will purchase. It's just kind of the basics of catering, a bartender, entertainment, or another combination of the things that they need. And this, they tell us what they want, and then we're going to do it. And there's not a lot of communication. We know what they want. We're going to make sure it's perfect. And then finally, just a custom option for those who want to be involved a little bit more in each step of the process, and we will work with them to make sure they have the perfect event that they want.
So our target consumers are young adults and college kids. These are people who need to plan a last minute party but don't have the time to do it themselves. We think that our prime prospects will feel relieved and like a burden's taken off their shoulder when using 11th hour events. We really think that party planning should be something that's exciting and fun and not something that should be dreaded. And we want to kind of emphasize these positive emotions of hosting and having a party, but just take away all the negative ones that comes with trying to host and figure everything out when you can't really enjoy the party that you're hosting. So our platform is quick, simple, and easy to use, and a party can be planned in minutes. And we want eventually for 11th hour events to be the first thing people think of when they have a party coming up. It can just be their go-to instead of scrambling around for food, music, decorations, all on their own, which is already going to take up a bunch of time in their busy lives. And the party can be better than they even initially imagined or planned for because it's already taken care of them, and they can get ideas of how to enhance the party and how to make it as cool and like amazing as possible. And we feel that the reason our target consumers like this app so much is that just, again, all the stress of planning is taken off their shoulders. All they have to do is enjoy the party without worrying about all the little aspects it makes up. So in terms of marketing, because we are targeting a young adult and college student crowd, we'll focus our marketing efforts heavily on social media and word of mouth. We think that having a strong social media presence will be the best way to reach our target crowd. So like posting pictures and videos of parties that we have done will probably be the best way for consumers to understand what we do and how we do it. And we can sort of like have prices listed in the captions of certain parties, explain how long it took on the app to request and order the party, and kind of just give like the rundown of like what it took to make this party happen. Um, and for our platforms, we think that Instagram and TikTok would be the best platforms to post on and just like really hone in our presence on these apps. And also partnering with influencers would be super beneficial for us. And it's kind of just a great way to educate and for people to learn about 11th hour events and to show just how easy and simple it is to use, and that people like them and that they're like look up to are using the app and can take their word for it. Also, we think that like word of mouth is going to be super huge for this company. Young adults and college students definitely talk. They can talk about this with their friends. It can easily grow and spread by like discussing it and knowing that people in their circles are using it too. And it can kind of just be a social thing that people are just use, and it's just a natural thing that happens when a party's coming up. So on to Dylan.